When you do not seek or need approval, you are at your most powerful. All right, beloved, let's talk about something that might just change the way you see yourself and your life. Claiming your personal sovereignty. I'm talking about the deep, soul level authority you have over your own life, your emotions, and your energy. It's about standing in your power, not over others, but within yourself. Here's the deal. Your emotions, they're not just random feelings that happen to you. They're like the brushstrokes of a painting or the notes in a song. They're the raw material of your life. And whether you realize it or not, they're shaping your reality every single day. But here's where we often get tripped up. We think the world is doing things to us. My boss is impossible. This relationship is so draining. The news is stressing me out. Sound familiar? We've been divided as humans into in this, not that. It has destroyed our truth that we are all one. Hierarchy wins by making it easy to point fingers at the outside world. But what if I told you that those external things are just mirrors? Yep, mirrors, reflecting what's already going on inside of you. Let me break it down. When you feel resentment, anger, jealousy, it might seem like those feelings are caused by someone else, but the truth is, those emotions are yours. They're already living inside you, just waiting for the right trigger to bring them to the surface. And once they're out, they start shaping the energy you send into the world. And guess what? The world sends that same energy right back to you. It's like an emotional boomerang. Now, here's where sovereignty comes in. Being sovereign means you don't let those emotions run the show. It doesn't mean you ignore them or pretend they don't exist. No, no, no. It's about facing them head on, owning them, and then, here's the kicker, letting them go. Let's say you're feeling lonely. Instead of running from that feeling or trying to cover it up, you say, all right, loneliness, I see you, I feel you, you're here. You don't fight it. You don't blame anyone else for it. You just sit with it. And in doing so, you take back the power you might have unconsciously handed over to external circumstances. You reclaim your authorship over your own experience. Now, let's be real. Firsthand, letting go is far from easy. It can feel like trying to unclench a fist that's been tightly closed for years. But here's the thing. Holding onto all that emotional baggage takes up energy. Energy you could be using to create, to love, to explore, to just be. Letting go isn't just a nice idea. It's essential for your growth. So how do you do it? How do you step into your sovereignty? First, shift your perspective and stop seeing challenges as things that happen to you and start seeing them as things that happen for you. Every emotion, every trigger, every tough moment, it's all a breadcrumb leading you back to your own strength and truth. Second, embrace compassion for yourself. First and foremost, we are all messy, beautiful, complicated beings. And that's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to sit with yourself, to listen to what your emotions are trying to tell you, and to let them guide you toward healing. And finally, you remember this. You are not your pain. You are not your fears or your doubts or your insecurities. You are the one who notices those things. You are the awareness behind it all. And that awareness, that's your power. That's your sovereignty. So the next time life feels overwhelming, remember this. You don't have to fix anything. It's draining your energy as you control the world around you. Simply stay centered in your heart. Feel what you need to feel, let go of what you don't need to carry, and keep looking up, always up. Self cannot get out of self. And you did not defeat you. You were defeated by something that calls itself you. Because here's the secret. The more you let go, the higher you rise. And the higher you rise, the more you realize that you've had the power all along. Sovereignty isn't something you gain. It's something you remember. It's your birthright. It's who you are. So go ahead, claim it. Say it with me. I am, and I set myself free. You've got this. Always. My dears, have you ever felt a quiet hum beneath the surface of your life? A subtle energy thrumming with a power you haven't quite grasped? That, my friends, is the whisper of sovereignty. Not the tyrannical, I rule over you kind, but something far more profound. the inherent untouchable authority you hold over your own experience. It's not about dominating others. It's about owning your own reality. Think of it as the artist's hand shaping the clay, the musician's fingers dancing across the keys. Your emotions, those vibrant, sometimes chaotic hues, are the paint, the notes, the very essence of your creation. They're not just feelings, they are the energetic blueprints of your life, manifesting before your very eyes. We often forget this. We blame external forces, a demanding boss, a difficult relationship, the relentless news cycle, for our unhappiness. But what if I told you the story is different? What if I whispered that those very external forces are merely reflections, mirrors, showing you the landscapes of your own inner world? Consider the familiar litany of complaints. They're not pulling their weight. I'm giving so much more. They have it easier than me. These very, no judgment from me, friend, can be guilty of, thoughts, though they may feel justified in the heat of the moment, are cloaked in the familiar robes of resentment, anger, jealousy. These, my loves, are not imposed upon you. They are triggered and running in the background within you. They are the energy you are sending out into the world, and the world, ever so obligingly, returns the reflection. Sovereignty, then, is not about avoiding difficult emotions. This is much more about acknowledging their presence, understanding their source, and embracing them as the vital clues that help us unwind the unconscious contracts. The very reason I am an advocate for unconscious contract release process in my holographic readings, it's some of the fastest healing work that doesn't require having to be re-triggered from the past trauma. They are breadcrumbs leading you back to the heart of your own love and power. When you feel the sting of loneliness, the weight of sadness, the pinch of poverty, don't shrink from it. Embrace it fully. Say it aloud. I am sad. I am lonely. I am poor. Own the damn these feelings, then relinquish the power you unconsciously gave to external forces, reclaiming the authorship of your own personal responsibility. The path to sovereignty isn't about changing your circumstances overnight. It's about a profound shift in perception, a surrender to the magnificent, messy truths of your being. Letting go sounds so much easier than it actually is. It's also so much more worthwhile and important than most realize. All that we hold on to that doesn't serve us is taking up life force energy we need to do, be, have, create, and experience other things. So, in closing, it's about seeing the divine not just in the breathtaking sunrise, but also in the challenging moments, in the shadows as well as the light. It's about extending compassion to first and foremost, and then to everyone you encounter, recognizing the divine spark within each and every soul. I'm here to walk alongside you on the path of self-blame to one of radical self-acceptance, a journey to the core of your own self-power, the quiet authority that resides within you, waiting to be honored. In all my years of being a hypnotherapist, I know the subconscious mind always answers first and is always quiet, so you want to edit it out. So follow and listen closely. My dears, listen to the whispers of sovereignty and claim your birthright. I am, and I set myself free.